Welcome back to the Enhancement channel. Today we're fixing a candle lighter. Here's a different one that's not broken. So what happened was when it was cleaned, while we were cleaning it, it broke right here at the base. And the candle will go in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to be polishing over here with some Dremels, a Dremel here, and then we're going to be gluing it on. First, slight correction. Not a candle lighter, a candle holder. This is not at all a candle lighter. So what we're going to be doing is, here I have a 120 sandpaper wheel. So what they do is they cut sandpaper and then they glue it in the wheel like this. Or put it in there somehow. And then we're going to be going higher and higher. And then we're going to be gluing it. And then we're going to be using this buffing wheel to make it smooth. Very smooth. And then we're going to be gluing it on. It's going to look basically like this. So what we're going to be using is this special UV glue. If you watch the repairing UV crystals or chandelier repairing crystal video, you know we use this. We're using this again. And this also, so how it works is it's like a special material that hardens when it's been exposed to UV glue for like 30 seconds or something. It's a special compound that cures when it's exposed to UV light for like 30 seconds. And cures means dry or finishes or solidifies. In this case, solidify. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be setting on the lowest setting, which is this, and then we're going to be holding it. I am. If you're wondering why I'm doing it only in one specific area, it's because that's where there's only bumps. I don't want to polish an area that doesn't have bumps. So that's why I'm not polishing the smooth area. Beware of these. These are flying crystal bits. From what I know, they do not cut very much, but they're there. So beware to not eat them. So now we're going to do the same thing on the joining saw, but before I want to show you how it feels. It feels pretty smooth, but not polished smooth. So it feels like smooth, but it doesn't feel like the shiny smooth. Like, you know when you feel something shiny, and the same texture but not shiny, it feels a little different. The one that's not shiny is how it feels like. This has a lot more bumpy. Try not to hold it on the edge, else more flying crystal bits come out and it doesn't look nice or professional. Beware, they can go in your eyes like they just did. I'm fine, but beware. And if you feel that, it's not a raindrop. Now let's feel this one. This feels so much before, but you see that thing over there? That feels a little different for some reason. I'm not sure. It feels like a step like a really thin instead. So you see this bump? They're matching. But I was talking about this. And this is probably somewhere there. So it's gonna probably now look like this. But we didn't polish it yet, so you see some missing, is it because we polished it away? Or it just came out from the flying pieces. You see that? That's because we haven't buffed it completely yet. And it doesn't look near. So now we're going to take out this buffing wheel and make it, and put the polishing wheel instead. Now it's a 400 good buffing wheel. It's now not sandpaper anymore. So now what it is, it's... So how I actually do this is you twist this black thing while holding the lock button. You see, if you let go of one, it goes down until you're finished. So now, remember, for now we're not using polish, but we did in the polishing coin video. We polish other coins, not off camera. So like, that's why there's all the brown and that black, and that's how you know it's polishing. So it's actually a good sign. Okay, I decreased my speed a little bit because it's a higher grade. As you can see, it's not, I don't think there's going to be any flying crystals, but now there's flying dust. Because of this is made of this fabric or something. Or string, or I don't know exactly. So there's going to be these. Now there's going to be no more crystal this line because it's not a high grade. So like, this also takes a much longer time because it's going to have to be a near finish. I'm going to be having to increase the speed even more, right? Now put it back down. Now we're going to take the other one. Really? Now I just want to clear off the candle wax. We're not doing it now, but we could later. Like maybe off camera or maybe sometime I can. And now that we're done polishing the two surfaces, we're gonna glue it. Feels much smoother, but doesn't feel that very, very shiny smooth. And you see where I did polish the candle box, it actually worked. It polished this really well. So maybe I'm going to polish the entire crystal later. So now I want to show you how nice, shiny, and clean the two surfaces are. Uh-oh. It's split again. And the walls do already glue. So while I was showing it to you, you've seen what happened. If split again. Must have been not very high quality, but it looks much higher quality. Doesn't matter how my hands am in, I fix things. No project is too big for me. Nothing. Even building a house. Well, not now, but like when I grow up. My daddy's gonna teach me how to do it. So now that we have some glue, we're gonna apply a little bit to one surface. And also don't forget, I forgot to tell you, but we are gonna be doing this. Just stay tuned. So what you do is you squeeze out the glue. Squeeze, squeeze. Unscrew the cap. Unscrew the cap and then put on. It looks like UV glue for some reason. I mean, epoxy. So we need a very small amount, otherwise it's gonna disturb too much. So what we do is we just spread it around like I already am, around the entire surface. Remember that wax doesn't matter. It was used obviously. So that's how it is. So now I'm gonna line it perfectly where it used to be, and then I'm gonna glue it. Remember, the glue's not like permanent, so like if there's some run-offs, we could just take it off easily. Let's say there's some run-offs, we can handle that. So now that I lined it perfectly, we are gonna do this for 30 seconds. I don't want to look much, so that's why I'm gonna look at you. Right now the glue's curing. You can look, but it's because it's not much UV light, but I don't wanna. But on camera, it's not UV light anymore, so you can look perfectly fine, even if it would be a lot of UV light. So you're totally safe. So now I'm gonna do the edges to make sure it's nice and cured. Now it's almost cured. Even though it's been probably for more than 30 seconds, right now I'm not sure because I haven't looked at the video now. From what I'm making it, it's probably been, you can tell me. But by then I'll probably know. So now it's done. Well, this connect. Here. So better. So now I'm gonna see if my pair worked. Doesn't matter if it doesn't work, we just do it again. That's what handyman's are. I just don't want to crash if it falls. I don't think it will, but we're not risking. Looks like it's holding fine. And perfectly. So we're gonna do the exact same thing as what we did last time. First we're gonna unscrew this, take it out, then we take this in, hit it on lock, and then spin this. It's not a thing to sanding disc. I have to also lower my speed and don't forget about the flying crystal warning. If you see any, that means they're probably flying crystals. This is crystal. I'm not thinking it's high quality, but it is crystal. And feel check. It feels a little smoother, but still a little rough because we haven't done the buzzing wheel. Oh yes, and this. So remember, if you want to get the candle wax off, candles, it's a really good idea to use a Dremel with this buffing wheel. It really gets it off. I had no idea, I bet I'm the first one to discover that, but I'm not certain. It's a really interesting finding, isn't it? Fuel check, not enough. Needs a little more. Now that's fast. Also, I forgot to tell you, flying dust crystal warning. What it is there's dust crystals. Checking. Better. So now, we are going to be doing the buffing wheel. Yeah. So what I like to do is hold like a finger on top, like index finger, and then using my thumb I like to spin on this holder to the right, and it also smells weird for some reason. It smells, if you want to know how it smells, I can tell you. It smells like some kind of old barn. If you want to know how it smells exactly, smell Soviet banknotes. Trust me, it smells like Soviet banknotes. I have a hypothesis. The smell is probably coming from the glue. The old glue that was made in the factory. I think it's some kind of old glue. First, I want to tell you that this is not actually correct. The hypothesis was proven false. So now I'm going to be turning on the treble. So next thing, glue and then curing. But first I want to show you how necessary it is. Particularly here, but also here. And this service was abolished when it came. So we're talking about this. And Handmans don't waste time, so we're not going to spend too much time on this. Remember, this is the very top. So remember, this is the bottom part, and this is the very top part, and this is where we just fixed it. Remember, I would say 3 drops. 2 drops is okay. 4 drops is okay. I'm gonna have 1 more drop to spread it. So I'd say for this kind of surface, I would say 2, 3, 4 is okay. So remember, we want it to be spread a lot, so there's good adhesion. We don't want some areas to be very thick, because otherwise it's going to be noticed as an error, and it's not going to look very professional. And aren't we professionals? We are. So remember, this is not going to want to fall anyway, because like balance, but it's not cured. So we're going to be having to cure it. So now I'm going to rotate it to make sure it's perfectly centered. No errors. Handmans are normally perfect. Guys, now once again I'm applying the UV white to cure the glue. Cure, it can mean a lot of things. It can mean harden, it can mean finish, it can mean dry, it can mean a ton of things. So now it's completed. We're checking. Perfectly fine. So now I did very well. I'm not even going to tell you if this is the one we did now or the original one. So now we're going to add the original one, and we're not going to tell you if we mix it up or not. So I'm going to be adding it. Can you tell which one? Can you show which one we fixed and which one we didn't? When it's done, the workmanship is good as new. I actually can tell which one. This one is the one we done, and this is the one that isn't done. So how we do it is pretty straightforward. As I told you, we buff it, we polish it, or maybe I mixed up 2 words, and then we get the glue, and then we UV light it. Well, we could use other glues like epoxy, but it's a really bad choice. Like if long glues, this takes like literally 30 seconds. Epoxy could take like a day, and it's a little harder to use, but you simply can. But here we're doing this because this is the most efficient glue for this that I know, and that probably isn't there in the world. This is a very high quality UV glue, and if you want to buy the same one, which I would recommend, this is its company name, and it's called Bondic. And this is how it looks like, to be specific. And it says something weird, so that's why I'm not. I've just read it, and it says Bondic, which is the glue we're using, and I would recommend you buy it, but remember, this is not a sponsor or commercial about it, so it's totally your choice, and we're not going to be shoving it in your head or anything like that. And now we just finished. Remember, when we're doing the victory dance, we did not break it. Look, I made a V for victory. Hope you liked it. I hope you liked it. I hope you subscribe. And I hope you like what I did. I hope you do the same if you need it. And bye. And also I want to show you something really cool. It's a double vase. I'm not actually going to be touching it because it's not good, but pretend it's touching. And bye. See you in the next video.